Operations at MGM Resorts properties starting to get back to normal. Their website is back online following that cyber attack that really crippled business at properties since last Sunday. Good evening, everyone. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Jim Snyder.
And I'm Latoya Silman. Guests continue to experience the fallout, and News 3's Kristen Drummond updates us from the Las Vegas Strip.
Operations at MGM Resorts properties here on the Las Vegas Strip are starting to come back, but hotel guests tell me they're still dealing with issues from check-in to playing slot machines on the casino floor. Slot machines shine bright again inside the Bellagio, but not all welcome visitors to play. Some continue to flash out of service, and when a guest wins, an attendant helps with the cash out. Continuing problems following MGM Resorts cybersecurity issues.
Probably took an hour until we cashed out, and it was just tedious.
From the casino floor to check-in, visitors who arrived on Thursday say long lines remain the standard at the moment. How long did it take you to check in?
Minimum 3 hours. 3 hours. Cosmo was only 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but Ari was 3 hours, got to about 7 people from the front, and then they just moved us across.
Yeah. Transfer from Aria to Cosmo.
Yeah, they gave us $50 and then waived our resort fees, but that was about it, really. So it hasn't been too crazy, but it is kind of strange.
Skylar Salazar appreciative of the gesture, but unaware of why until I asked him this question. Did you hear about the cyber attack at MGM properties?
No, I did not. Is that what's going on around here, though? All that stuff?
Signs at MGM properties inform guests about experiencing unforeseen difficulties. No mention of the cyber attack. Guests say the company nor the employees are alerting them about the troubles.
We weren't informed about it. That was the issue. That was the big issue was for me. Nobody come to tell us what the issue was.
And no one said anything. They were just like, oh, it's just down. Like, it's just down. We didn't even know that happened, actually.
The MGM Resorts website now back online, but at a limited capacity. Making a hotel reservation remains unavailable. There is also a new page dedicated to answering frequently asked questions about status of operations.
Yeah, it's not ideal for you're coming on vacation and then having troubles with, like just your stay and whatever.
Per MGM Resorts' last statement, the company continues to work diligently to resolve the cybersecurity issue. Reporting on the Las Vegas Strip, I'm Kristen Drummond, News 3.
All right, so that's the update on MGM Resorts. Now we get to what was a scare at the Venetian tonight because of a glitch. This video posted to social media showing dozens of their slot machines on the casino floor kind of glitching out, not working. The Venetian responding saying it was a brief outage and not a cyber-related incident, and operations have since resumed at normal.
Well, now that football season is back, Allegiant Stadium is seeing a lot of football fans, and the county has been planning ways to keep them entertained around the stadium district. News 3's Kalia Patterson is there live to tell us what we might expect. Kalia.
Hey Steve, so the UNLV game just wrapped up, so a lot of those fans are either headed home or to another spot for entertainment, and that's what the county does not want. They want them to stay in the area, in the stadium district, for their entertainment needs and for it to be a little bit more pedestrian friendly, and they want to change this industrial look. But right now, let's give you a look at this new In-N-Out burger that was just built just a couple of weeks ago. It just opened up, and this In-N-Out burger holds up to 53 cars at a time, and it's one of the few places to eat in the district. And the owner of a local realty company says it's one of the first developments in the stadium district plan. And right now, Terrible Herbs is building a 4-story parking garage across from the stadium that'll keep about 700 cars. The first level of the garage is expected to have a Starbucks, bar, and restaurant. And Robin Smith with the Smith King team of Las Vegas says the district is supposed to look like a larger version of the area around the T-Mobile Arena. So And they're supposed to look a little bit more like the T-Mobile Arena, just a little bit more pedestrian friendly, restaurants, bars, and just things for people to do. There is no expected time on when this plan for the developments around the stadium district and when it's supposed to end, but we did speak to Robin Smith again, who says that it could take up to 10 years for all of this to wrap up. Again, there is one development that's already up and running, which is this In-N-Out, and then the other one that's supposed to be coming up is this new parking garage. So it'll take about 10 years for everything that's around this area to finish.
Less than 100 days away from the Formula One race right here in Las Vegas, but we have another Grand Prix to talk about, and that's happening now. We're also welcoming the world for this one. Let's check in live with our Kalia Patterson. And Kalia, what's so great about this story in general is no gasoline, no problem with this one.
Absolutely. So the Horizon Hydrogen Grand Prix competition, they're using these cars that students are building out of clean energy. And there's going to be students from all over the world here, 20 plus countries here in Las Vegas to have their 6-hour race. And we snagged 2 students this morning that built these cars, and they're from California. Aaron and Elena, thank you for speaking with us this morning. So Aaron, tell us a little bit about what it takes to build these cars.
Yeah, so our car is probably a 6 months long project. It takes a lot of engineering and figuring out, and we worked really hard over the summer and really happy with how it came along.
And from what I understand, you are an F1 fan, and that's going to be here later this year. Tell me how what you do and F1 relate to one another.
Yeah, so like F1, it's like a road course, and it's similar like that. Unlike F1, we go by amount of laps, not time, but it's really similar, and it's the same, very similar strategies and such.
And Elena, tell me, you're another builder on this team. Tell me what it was like when you first started and what it's like now competing with other students all around the world.
When I first started, I honestly didn't know a lot about, building cars, racing cars, hydrogen fuel cells, any of that. So a lot of, I think part of the process of building was learning all these things and figuring out how to design things, how to apply them. And it's really exciting now to be able to come here and see all these people who've put in similar effort, who know all these different things about the car, and everyone's so friendly and nice, and it's really cool to be able to exchange things, exchange ideas with people all over the world.
And you are Waldorf 1, right, from California. Yes. You guys are the top 4 qualifiers from yesterday's pre-competition. How do you guys feel about the competition today? 6 hours you guys have to race with the car that you built.
I mean, I'm pretty excited. Honestly, I think we can do better than we did yesterday. I'm pretty sure we can, so it's going to be fun.
Thanks, guys. So I did speak to them before we went on air, and they both want to study something along the lines with science or STEM related when they do get to college. So it is prepping these kids to do something like this when they get out of school. And the competition, when they are competing against students from all around the world, starts at 9:30.
Just click below and subscribe to News 3. You'll get more stories that affect your community.